Hey YouTube, this is M1 American here. Wanted to do a review on these cost-efficient boots. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion kind of on my take on some of these boots. This isn't for anything heavy duty. This isn't for, you know, year-round use. This would be something more for, keeping it in the budget for these days, keeping it cheap, but something that's doable in multi-purpose roles. So this is my take. Okay, I got these at Big Five. These are made by a company called Sporto, S-P-O-R-T-O. I don't know if you can read the logo. It's really just pressed into the leather. But these are called the Icebreakers. That's the model of these boots. They're actually pretty nice for the cost. And these aren't a, $200 pair of snow boots that you can buy. They're not going to fit the role of some of the fancier ones. But these are great for hiking, if you're doing like day trips, things like that. If you're staying stationary in the snow, say you're hunting, you probably want to go with something a little bit better than these. The insulation in the toes isn't the greatest. Your feet do stay warm, but if you're stationary, that's a little bit different story. They do have a liner. They are gusseted pretty high up. The tongue goes all the way up here. You can see that's way past your ankle being down here. Couple of things I like about this: the D-ring for the shoelaces I love. The only thing is when you pull them tight, they don't stay put. They will loosen up. The only way really to get around that, in my opinion, is to tie a boot like a boot. And how you do that, I'll show you right now actually, is normally how you would tie a boot. I sound Canadian. Okay, so you go around once and you put it through. Except for to do it this way, you're going to go around twice and then put it through and tighten it up. And that will keep your boot. That's a really sloppy job because it's not on my foot. That keeps this knot from loosening up. So as long as you've tightened your laces, they will not come undone because that knot does not back out. However, you can pull it apart just like a traditional bow knot or whatever they're called. So that's how I get around it. But I do actually like these D-rings better because they have less wear on the string. These type of rings or loops, hooks, whatever you want to call them, for boots, they tend to wear them out because they wear right here on the edge of it. If you can see that. And it just pulls and pulls and it starts to fray the edge of your laces. On these D-rings, they're nice and smooth, so they just glide. However, people like these because you can pull them and they don't back out as easily, but that also wears on your laces more. So it's preference, and my preference is I like the D-rings better. But yeah, so they have a liner. It looks like it's wool, but it's not. I believe it's synthetic. The outside is a pretty heavy suede. And it's lined also with a synthetic fabric inside of it. So this inner boot, it's not super thick, but the cushion, it's insulated on the top and the bottom of your foot all the way around. It's pretty thin pad on the bottom, so it's not meant for, hard hiking, but just more or less day use. I do pay attention to the soles on all my boots. They have to have a decent tread pattern and a decent sole. The only thing I really don't like about these is that they're pretty flexible. Like they have no rigidity to them at all. I wish they had a little bit more, but pretty much they'll collapse in any direction fairly easily. The rubber, it's a pretty soft compound, so it sticks pretty good to the ice, gets you good traction. Good deep, thick. I love these thick, knobby tread patterns. They just wear less, give you a longer lifespan of the tread. Has directional tread too, so if you notice, so it gives you good traction going this way and going this way. So if you're going uphill or downhill, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I got these at Big Five. I bought these on sale. They were typically, I think, selling at full price for about $49. I think I bought these on sale for $29, something around there. So 29 bucks, 30 bucks, call it. You know, you get a good boot. It'll pretty much take care of your needs, you know, unless you're doing anything hardcore, you know, you're hunting or anything very specific, you might want to go with another boot. But for the most part, I mean, this is a pretty decent boot right here for a pretty budgetable price, especially if you're only going to use it a couple times a year, say for just a day trip, you know. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm going to end this review there. I'll just leave you guys these wonderful boots to look at. But yeah, so I've had about one season. That's about all I've gotten through these ones. They're fairly new, but yeah, I am for the price, I'm thoroughly, you know, happy with these. Nothing extensive, you know, no super hard. Like, I haven't done a camping trip with these through the snow, so I couldn't tell you that much, but I have buried them up into the snow. I've had my snow pants, the inner liner, tucked into here, you know, all sewed up right, and yeah, nothing's gotten in. Feet were absolutely dry. I felt cold a little bit in the toes here and there if I know I wasn't moving around much for, say, more than half an hour or so. If I was stationary, you start to feel it, but then you just get up and move around. So, like I said, for a general use, you know, if you're going out and playing in the snow, doing some, you know, day trips or whatever, perfect. These work great. So, if you guys have any comments or suggestions, please post them in the comment section, and I will be posting another video pretty soon, so stay tuned. Alright, for now, peace out, be safe.